Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I wanna talk about the unit circle. So stay with me until the end of the video. Imagine we have a circle with a radius of 1 unit. And we wanna move along the circle and starting from this point. For now, the angle theta is equal to 0. Now we're going to move along the circle counterclockwise. Alright? Remember in the previous video, I wanna talk about the reference angles. Now, I wanna show them on the unit circle. Let me introduce the vertical axis and horizontal axis to you. The vertical axis is the sine axis and the horizontal axis is the cosine axis. Now let's label them. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So if we consider this line as our reference and start moving from here, so this point becomes a 90 degrees or pi over 2, and this point becomes 180 degrees or pi in radians, and this point becomes 270 degrees or 3 pi over 2, and at the beginning this point becomes 0 degrees or 360 degrees. In fact, 360 degrees lands on the same point as 0. Is that possible? I mean, is 0 equal to 360 degrees? In terms of measurement, no. But in terms of trigonometric ratios, yes. Let me explain a bit more. Think of the unit circle like a spring. If we look at it from above, the point at 0 and the point at 360 degrees line up perfectly on top of each other. So the sine of 0 degrees is equal to the sine 360 degrees. Cosine of 0 is equal cosine 2 pi in radians. And also tangent of 0 is equal tangent of 2 pi. Now we understand that the vertical axis represents sine and the horizontal axis represents cosine. We can conclude in the upper part, meaning the first and second quadrants, sine is positive, and on the right side, meaning the first and fourth quadrants, cosine is positive. We haven't discussed the signs of other trigonometric ratios like tangent and cotangent yet, but it's enough to know the sign of sine and cosine, because from those we can determine the signs of all the other ratios. For example, tangent theta is equal sine theta divided by cosine theta. So, for example, in the first quadrant, where both sine and cosine are positive, so we have tangent theta in the first quadrant is positive. So let's go ahead and examine the different quadrants. In the first quadrant, we have the signs of sine and cosine are positive because the first quadrant is located up and to the right. So in the first quadrant, we have sine is positive, cosine is positive, so tangent is equal sine divided by cosine is positive, secant is equal 1 over cosine is positive because the sine of cosine is positive, cosecant is equal 1 over sine is positive because the sine of sine is positive. In the second quadrant, we have sine is positive because the second quadrant is located up and to the left. So sine is positive and cosine is negative. So tangent is equal sine divided by cosine, and we have sine is positive and cosine is negative. So tangent is negative. And cotangent is equal cosine divided by sine, and cosine is negative and sine is positive, so cotangent is negative. And secant is equal 1 over cosine is negative, and cosecant is equal 1 over sine is positive. In the third quadrant, we have sine is negative and cosine is negative because the third quadrant is located down and to the left. So sine is negative and cosine is negative. So tangent is equal sine divided by cosine is positive. So cotangent is equal cosine divided by sine is positive. Secant is equal 1 over cosine is negative, and cosecant is equal 1 divided by sine is negative. In the fourth quadrant, we have sine is negative and cosine is positive because the fourth quadrant is located down and to the right. So tangent is equal sine divided by cosine is negative, and cotangent is equal cosine divided by sine is negative. Secant is equal 1 over cosine is positive, and cosecant is equal 1 over sine is negative.